Ladies and gentlemen,
the hangout.
Rides the Rune Lords, Chapter 3, Session 3.
We get like less than an hour before I gotta go.
The title is less than an hour before we gotta go.
Worst intro ever.
Best outro ever.
And good night,
Wait, who's leaving?
ladies and gentlemen.
Nice.
No. So you are traveling the river on a barge hired for the purpose to go down to Turtleback Ferry and then overland to investigate the mysterious silence of Fort Rennick, a mission that was heavily sponsored by the High Lord of Magnamar, Grobus. In gratitude for your apparent effective wrecking of the whole area. And some
I take all the credit.
inadvertent mystery solving as to murders that had been bothering him and causing economic downturn in the area. So there you go. And hey, a new bit of property has become available for development thanks to you.
I didn't swipe that up.
I don't think you had time. And the real estate negotiations in Magnamar are pretty lengthy.
That's what she said.
I could have had it closed the next day.
That's what she said.
That's what they call him, the closer.
It's because I make clothes.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's actually his sign on his wagon and stall. The closer. Terrible.
That's canonical now.
Yeah.
Well, you know that, like, now we have to make a clothing store that is.
Well, you started out fine talking, but then you faded right out. So, anyway, if
Stopped
everyone could
talking.
start off.
But let's do
Huh?
this thing. Never mind. Just
If
go.
we could start off doing.
Yeah, I was gonna do it, and then I was interrupted. Could everyone roll me a d6, please? Also, you remember you were joined by a surprise party member. Seems to be going your way as well. Old Shalelu and Rosanna.
I kept thinking it was Cthulhu.
Not really sure what happened there.
Well, you can take the first one. Okay. So you make your way down the river with a new traveling companion on board. You seem to have suitably chastised Phil. He doesn't seem to be trying to poke around your wagon anymore. Shalelu is a little curious as to all of the looks that he keeps giving you guys. There's obviously been an encounter that she missed that seems to have had some pretty dramatic fallout. But for the most part, it is smooth sailing.
You know, it happens to a lot of people that meet us.
I can believe that. Gives you the old eyeball.
I'd rather have the new one.
This
You?
one's gross.
Can I? Where's my character sheet? Can I notice whether she's paying attention to me as I go about my daily routine?
I don't know. Can you notice that?
Ah,
What want me me to roll, I guess, is the proper question.
Make a fifth grader check, yes or no. No check. No, roll me a perception check.
Okay. This one. Whether that worked. Oh my god.
Ermagerd.
Prince first.
Still the funniest one of those I've ever seen.
I don't know. I think the original was the best. Gersperms. Well, you not Gersperms.
Jesus.
Hey.
You pierced the veil of reality.
Jeez.
Yeah, she seems to be looking at you.
Through you.
Through you. Into your soul. It's at
right.
certain times, you know,
I'm
there's
gonna...
certain things that you have to do that require picking stuff up off the deck or any number of things. These seem to be times that notice is taken. You catch sight in like the reflection of a water barrel or something, you know. Doesn't make any sense because that would be up, but
I will
ship's bell.
start to drop things accidentally on purpose.
All right. The rest of the party, you notice that Reyna has become exceptionally clumsy.
Not
After
like,
about the
not
third or fourth,
frequently.
after about the third or
But-
fourth time, Jerome is going to start mage handing anything that she drops as fast as he sees it. Like, you dropped this. Are you drunk?
I don't do it like repeatedly to the point where I look inept or clumsy, because that's not the look I'm going for. But I'll do it,
Make your charisma
maybe
check.
twice.
Might be the look that you achieved.
All right. Just a straight charisma check.
Yeah.
All right. Scrolling.
Raina, if you keep bending at the waist like that, you're gonna hurt your back. You gotta bend in the knees.
Would it be a check?
Shalelu leans over as Jerome says this and goes, "Yeah, you gotta get under it. Get under it."
Yeah, what she said. She looks like she knows.
This guy gets it. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, it is. It is really like
Great.
maybe you're developing a neurological disorder. Is
Well, like I said, I only did it maybe twice.
it's like I think the problem was that it was the same thing. Like a couple of times. Oop, I dropped it. Oh, I dropped it again. Like
Somebody greased my hairbrush again.
All right. I'm going to sense motive on Raina.
she may be developing neurological damage. You think that maybe the nerves in her hand might be damaged by some injury she's taken in recent combat?
Raina, I need you to sit down for a moment. I raise one hand. I raise one finger and draw it like back and forth in front of her gaze.
I follow his finger while saying, Jerome, I'm rather busy right now. Could this wait, perhaps?
Are you feeling dizzy?
I am now. I've been watching your finger go back and forth.
Shalala, come here. She's feeling dizzy. I need someone with some healing skills.
I'm fine. Jerome, what is your deal?
I'm just worried about you. You seem really off. Do you know anything about healing? Can you check her over?
Let me look.
Suddenly, a thought occurs to Reyna, and I I think that the sea air and the sun is getting to me.
She grabs you by the chin to hold your head still and sort of turns it and looks at you from really close.
I'll get you some fresh water. I'll be right back.
Thank you. A lot.
It's super great. Says,
Mr. Carr standing as close as he looks like he's standing.
I'm up in the bird's nest, but however, when I see her grab your face and hear Jerome talk about you may need assistance, I'm staring directly down at you and I say, "Are you okay?" Like obnoxiously loud.
like Bat Dad.
Yeah. Help her.
Perfect. This is you look like you might be overheated.
Wait a minute, Caladriel is still face down on the deck, isn't he?
Yeah.
No one's worried about Caladriel. Everyone's concerned about Reyna.
It's been a day.
That's just Cal.
They've scrubbed around you.
Yep.
When they do the swabbing.
What they lifted him up and they brushed the dust under him and put him back down.
He's a little higher off the deck than he used to be.
I can accept that.
On a mound of dust.
So while she's looking at me from super close, I will put on my, provocative, sultry face.
All right. Make that charisma check again. I gotta make sure that not everyone thinks you're having a stroke.
Straight performance check.
Performance check? You can do a performance check if you think it's in your wheelhouse.
I mean, I
perform untrained, maybe.
don't know that. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it still just be the same number as my. But let me see what. Whoop, too far. Go back up. Back. Yeah, it's still. Oh, for the love of Pete. This stupid thing. Perform bedroom eyes.
That's not convincing if you're trying to get someone to think that you're sick.
Her eyes are glazing over.
She
needs water.
That I'm sick.
Fair enough. She says, it's possible you might just be a little overheated.
Yes. I think you may be right.
Here's your water.
Splash.
I saw it the same way.
Mayhaps I should go below decks
Wait,
and lie
is
down somewhere.
Is this river boat have a below
Is
deck?
there a below? Yeah, is there a below deck or somewhere private at all?
Yeah, there'd be the stores.
And the crew quarters.
It's a little grainy down there. But
As long as it doesn't catch fire.
If anything on this ship is catching fire, it's gonna be the crow's nest. I can tell you that ahead of time.
Yikes.
Well, I mean, likely anything that's within near shot of me is to set fire.
Yeah, but everything up here in my nest is kindling, so
Kindling.
All that friction. Jesus. She said, yeah, it's quite a good idea. I think maybe a little time out of the sun and give you this water. Which
splash.
tips into your mouth very delicately.
How much of it do I actually get like in my mouth versus down the front of me? This has never gone well. This sort of thing.
Well, she's not like dumping it, so if you
Well, that's
don't sip,
I
it, you know,
guess as, something of a healer, she's probably had experience doing this sort of thing before. But like my hands work. It's fine. I'll let her do it because it's fine.
she
It's a
hands
little
the cup.
awkward, but
She hands the cup
whole time
sideways to Jerome. Just doesn't look at him. Keeps eye contact with you.
the whole time I was drinking, I was maintaining sort of a serious eye contact.
Is the cup empty?
Did you drink all of the cup? I don't know.
How much was in it to begin with?
Perform wet t-shirt.
It was a pint.
A pint?
A pint. It comes in pints. He pulled it from the bilge.
Probably great. That's what I needed. Probably drank at least half of it.
Okay. Oh, you
probably not all of it.
you were thirsty.
Yes.
All right.
Probably rest. So she grabs both of your hands and sort of pulls you up a little bit and motions to lead you towards the hold area. Out of
I will go wherever I am being led.
So that happens. We'll say that is that down there. When you get down there, she basically says, yeah, honestly, I could have used a little time below decks myself. You know, your friends are a little strange.
I did actually know that. Yes. I really must say that I think Jerome had a little bit of a thing for you, and that is why he's been so pestersome since you came on board.
For the record, Drew mostly had a thing for her clothing.
That's not how it started, but okay. He has a bit of a reputation, you see. Does
Oh.
Jerome?
Does he now?
I mean, there've been a couple of girls that he's been around. Not entirely certain if like they really, like the sort of jokes he tells, or if they just like the clothes that he makes for them.
Well, he does seem to be quite talented in that regard, at the least.
Oh, certainly. And I will sort of gesture to my my fire pelt. What the heck was this thing?
Bodice.
Bodice.
Is it
Corset
the bodice?
thing, yeah. Your hands meet as you go to gesture because she was headed there too.
I act somewhat startled, even though I'm not particularly startled.
You know, I've been known to have sort of a reputation myself.
What sort of reputation do you have?
You don't finish the sentence. She is
What sort of
on your face.
Back above deck,
Okay.
Jerome says to Caladriel, Cal, you ever get the feeling like you're just in the wrong place?
Oh, I think I'm doing just fine right here.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, I hear you, buddy.
You can't fall over if you don't stand up, right?
all right, all right.
We're gonna break right up.
What is the little innate of on Jerome's token?
I believe that's Conehead.
That's right. He did something, but I don't remember what. He's always doing stuff.
Doing stuff.
Those things he
What do I have?
do.
I can't see that.
Was it like sad face?
Yeah, you went through a couple of emotions, I seem to recall, but I don't remember why you're on the one you're on.
Probably because I kept cock blocking him the whole time.
Oh, sad penny.
Oh dear.
I mean, I think it was more Raina than you.
Yeah, but Raina wouldn't rip your arms off.
Let the Wookiee win.
I'm so glad someone got that.
I'm assuming that she's not like particularly shy or tentative at all.
No, she has a rough, sort of spent time in the woods ranger's way about her. Of course, she's also an elf.
So she has a small penis.
But you
Especially small.
make do anyway. I mean, it's the motion of the barge.
Right.
Yeah. Not the size
So-
of the seaport or something. I don't know.
Is it though?
Is it?
Despite being a like rookie first timer, I'm gonna try and make a decent showing of myself.
Make me some constitution checks.
Just straight constitution.
Fortitude, sorry. Fortitude will do. I'll give you
Fortitude
your bonuses in there. Also, make me a sleight of hand or deception, whichever you want to play.
Uh-oh.
Right, give me a minute. For some reason, I can't even scroll through my damn character sheet.
Takar, make me a reflex save.
Serious delay. Okay, so fortitude.
Well, I don't like any of this.
What? How is it black? Okay. Your save was
Are
nothing
we
until
rocking
it
the
turned to
boat that
14.
much?
You narrowly avoid a goose that was just flying straight through, not paying attention, apparently.
Bastard.
You just sort of, you matrix around the goose. You managed to hold your own, Raina.
What was the other thing you asked for from
A sleight
me?
of hand or deception
Okay. What was the
Your-
other thing you asked for from me?
prerogative. A sleight of hand or deception.
Hey, Caladriel, did the waters just get a little rougher?
Did
Oh no, it still feels fine to me.
is
Caladriel,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you're talking
Make
about?
me a
There is no
perception check,
deception in
Caladriel.
Pathfinder.
Ooh, where's my percept?
yeah,
This is fine to me.
your position on the deck in contact with the wood conducts
I am-
sound.
I am always in contact with the wood.
He's one with the wood.
Oh yeah.
Now,
Anyway,
All hours of the day, but especially in the morning.
now who's the ranger? Yeah, there are soft sounds of enjoyment conducting through the wood of the decking that you were in contact with.
Can I assume that by deception you mean bluff because there is no deception in Pathfinder?
Hey, Takar, Jerome, you're gonna want to join me down here.
Caladrel, there has never, ever been a time in my life that you have said that I have agreed.
No. Trust me. You want to do this time.
I didn't trust you the last time. What makes you think I'm going to trust you this time?
Because you're going to want to hear this.
Question.
What's your question?
When you say deception, do you
Yes, I
actually
said
mean
yes.
bluff? There is no deception.
I have
Clear
already
your
said
microphone
yes.
next time.
Or sleight of hand, your whatever one you prefer.
So I
I
fly
prefer the
down.
one with the higher bonus.
There's Takar. Yeah, that's good. You're down. It's not the softest landing you've ever made, but you're not trying to be quiet.
So I'm standing over Caladrel going, what?
No, on the deck. You want your ear on the deck.
I am not putting my ear anywhere near your dick.
All hands.
While I'm sure that's disappointing to some, I said on the deck, not on my dick.
Oh, well then.
I like the fact that
very,
he doesn't even turn his head to one side to make his speech more clear.
Nope.
I keep a weird eye on him as I back up slowly, get up into like a push-up position, still keeping eyes on him because it's a little weird. And I put my ear to the deck.
I don't even make an attempt to get up.
And make me a perception check when you do that there. Yeah, there you go. You're ahead of me. The 10. You do not know why this weirdo elf has just told you to do this. There's creaking. It sounds like water.
Damn it.
Breathing heavily next to you. It's weird.
Takar, I really thought better of you. Not much, but a bit.
But more than this.
More than this.
I would like to.
No, you have to turn your head so your ear is on the deck, not your face.
I did. You're the one with the face in the wood, man. Not me. Here,
Yeah,
let me
but
try.
I can actually hear things.
Let me try my other ear.
Ooh.
Apparently, you've got some waxy buildup
Yikes.
in the one ear.
She mid, let's say, some passionate internal on the mouth kissing, you feel her like startle a little bit as her tongue grazes one of your teeth, Raina. She seems to be a little surprised.
Well, my teeth at this point should be perfectly normal.
You'd think so.
So what was my bluff check for?
That's what it was for. But
How
you know,
would sleight of hand have had any bearing on that? Also, I don't understand. I
redirection.
don't understand.
There's two ways you could do it. You could just sort of like either way. It's not a perfect system, lady. All right. She gives you a quizzical look. You apparently have become somewhat excited.
Thinking to myself, this is new. Never had that manifest before during anything at all. Does it seem like a turnoff to her, or is she still...
She hasn't paused too much. She's not like across the room. She's just sort of looking at you curiously for a moment.
Well, I got 21 for the bluff and the redirect, but honestly, I have absolutely no idea how to roleplay that.
Trakar, if you're making another perception check, is that for the deck as well?
Yeah, well, it's for my other ear.
Oh, the other one, just in case. You do get unintelligible. It's like it's hard to. It's non-distinct. You don't really know the source, but there's vocal emanations from below deck. They're
Jerome.
timbre or purpose, or it could be talking. Hard for you to.
Jerome, put your ear on the deck. Somebody's fucking.
I did do those things. As I say that, I try to think about how I might better handle Caladrel.
Calatrell?
I thought you just said you weren't going to put your ear on my dick.
Caladrell?
It wasn't physically.
Caladrel, make me a.
Yeah, Jerome.
Make me a
Caladrel.
reflex.
What am I
Caladrell, trust me. That's how you get splinters.
I'm not fucking the shit, Jerome.
You were a little high in the middle and low on the sides a little while ago, so
That's the dust. Shut up.
the dust has evened that out.
No. No.
This is a lot of
What am I
dust.
rolling?
Louise.
Reflex.
3 fucks.
Nice. There is sort of a bop to the back of your head. You avoid doing that really embarrassing bouncing your head off the deck in response to somebody smacking you in the back of the head thing. As Trakar attempts to handle you.
Yikes.
I did what you said. Now you made me look stupid. Now I make you look stupid.
Bruh, I've been here for a night and a day. I don't think you're going to do any worse.
This is as stupid as it gets.
I would like to assist him in standing.
Nope, stay down here. Stay down. Nope.
Yeah, no, I'm doing this.
You are standing.
Nope. I fight it.
All right, make me a grapple check.
Oh, okay.
To grapple the
Grapple.
floor.
I don't have a button for that.
It's going to be versus your CMD.
CMB?
No, that's your bonus. That's how you make grapple checks. Your defense.
That's okay. Oh, yeah.
Get up there.
CMD. Mine is 18.
Yes, I know, ladies and gentlemen, that it is indeed grapple. I find it hilarious to say grapple, the hybrid grape apple
My
produce product offered in fine grocers near you.
I think you're standing, buddy.
Jesus.
Come on.
I think that's probably true.
Ow!
Not only
Ooh.
does he
It almost wasn't
so
true.
close.
You
Not
are
only does
pulled
he
to your
get you
feet.
to a
I brushed myself off and act like I was standing the entire time.
What?
Guys, I think somebody's fucking down there.
I let
the-
go of him in a way
next
that
floor.
if he's not ready for it, he's might fall.
I might.
You're up against the rail, so
And
it
back on the
helps.
floor again.
Any balance that you lost is
Damn, I was ready to go right back down.
sploosh.
Right, or overboard. I mean, whichever.
I kind of brushed the dirt off the side of the ship
He spent. He
that had been
spent
under me.
oh no, let's clean that off. He already spent like a full day laying on his face. He's already gone overboard.
Yeah.
Going overboard might help.
Well, as your situation resolves itself, Reyna,
Okay.
Shalelu lets out sort of a long sigh seems to be tension oriented rather than like just pleasure, sigh, if you follow me. Relieved,
I
let's
don't.
say, rather than purely satisfied.
Like, it's like done, and we're kind of winding down. She's relieved, you mean?
Yeah, you're sort of cuddling on a pile of maybe not as sanitary as it once was grain stuffs. Hey, there's probably rats in
I
here too.
mean,
Like, it's fine.
yeah. I'm more worried about the rats.
Make me a sense motive check, Raina.
Okay.
Jerome,
motives.
go ahead and make me a sense motive check as well.
Okay.
The motive of your current situation is the wind on the sails of the barge. That is the motive force that you sense.
Okay, but sense motive should be like directed at, like, if I'm doing a sense motive, it should be on somebody.
Yeah, it would have been in reference to Caladrel's.
So as far as I'm concerned, Calabrel's just straight up lying to me.
Yeah, the nonsense that Caladrel was on about is pretty much.
Caladrel, what do I tell you about huffing your chems?
What?
You need some fumigation.
No.
Yes.
You need to be able to smell them. It's a large part of knowing when the processes are done or nearing finish.
Wafting and fully inhaling are two completely different things. Also, stop pipetting
Yes,
by
one
mouth.
is more effective than the other.
Wait, stop what?
Stop pipetting by mouth. Everybody knows that.
What?
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 DM, I think that went to the wrong person.
I got it,
Yeah, so did
but
I.
I don't know.
Very strange.
Interesting. That is strange.
Yeah, for me, it definitely says to Raina.
Did
Stop.
anybody else see that?
Oh, it's because you control everyone's character from that one time.
Oh, right, that one time.
Yeah, let me work on that.
Gonna say, because I've got everyone in my drop-down menu too, and that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'll work on that. You just things.
Anyway, Jerome, you should try it. Okay, try it before you knock it.
No.
I'll whip up a special concoction. You can just huff it until your face falls off, I guess. I mean,
No.
if I make it right, it won't actually fall off, but there is a chance it will.
I like my face right where it is, and if anybody's face is falling off, it's because I'm causing it.
No.
Well, I was in the process of trying to send a reply, but for some reason my whole system just froze to do anything.
Nice.
Womp womp.
All right,
So
calm
would you-
down.
I'll just have to be a little less circumspect about it, I guess. What were you?
Yeah. I was going to. Oh, for Pete's sake! Stupid thing. Going to sort of. Well, my little spoon. Wait. All I need to know.
Oh yeah, you're definitely the little spoon.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
she
what?
is.
The little spoon.
Okay. So I'll kind of like grind my butt into her hips very, like, not in a, like, way, but in a, like, just want to get her closer kind of way.
Is that as effective when you don't have a penis?
A
She's
booty's
the
a
little
booty.
spoon. It's the same.
But anyway, I look back over my shoulder and make sure that my hair's not in her face because that's not a thing.
Also,
And
are those words that Caladriel said aloud in front of me?
What?
See, this is why you don't huff your concoctions.
What?
Random penis comments.
So
As I try to
I look at
understand my
her and
compatriots.
all of
The
them are
DM,
speaking
the DM
gibberish,
understood. That's all that
as far
matters.
as I can tell.
That's right. I don't have an inside voice.
They are mystifying. You are no David Suzuki. I'll tell you that. The nature of things has definitely eluded you.
What time
I
of day
seem
is
to
it?
be having difficulty controlling the volume of my voice.
Hot takes, ladies and gentlemen. David Suzuki reference. All right.
What time of day is it?
If it's system,
It's 6:00.
Yeah.
not anymore. Now it's
Afternoonsies.
half past cuddle.
It was a
What?
nooner, but it's gone into an early afternoon.
Well, I certainly hope that the girls managed to cool off.
No, I think they actually got a little heated up.
Really? Below? Is it that muggy down there?
It is now.
It's downright swampy. It's moist.
Yes.
The grain is now oatmeal under there. Good for the skin, though.
Gross. That's so gross. So anyway, I will tell her that I'm glad that she and I were on the same page with all of the back and forth up on the deck.
As opposed to the back and forth below decks.
Yeah, to be honest, I appreciated the back and forth down here.
Giggity.
You get goosed.
I squeal.
So, you're an interesting creature.
Well, thank you. I must confess that this is my first sort of situation and wasn't quite sure of myself, but certainly was nice to get my mind off of the current mission and all of the other stuff. Okay, so when she does that, I can pretty much guarantee that that's going to force the change on me. And I will growl a little bit. For those of you playing, I just got a message that said that she nips the back of my neck.
Oh dear.
Just to put my comment, because I can't send reply messages because everything is awful.
Everything is awful.
Can I hear her growling?
I
Didn't before.
I'm not like
For say,
I'm not like a tiger in the jungle. It's just a sort of private little deep in the you may be able to hear me.
I don't know.
Jeez.
I mean, it's very difficult from your standing position with the noise of the wind and the water, and the fact that she's not full on growling. She's, it's a rumble.
And I'm actively explaining to Jakar what pipetting is, since he didn't really understand it earlier.
You put it in your mouth, and you suck.
No, you don't put it in your mouth. You don't. That's the number one thing. You don't put it in your mouth. What's wrong with you people?
Don't listen to him. He's not an alchemist.
So
I am no longer
will,
interested in this conversation.
Oh, it's happening.
You put it in your
It's
mouth and you
happening.
suck.
Safe for a
But you
bit.
don't want the goo to get into your mouth, so you got to stop just short. I mean, unless that's the kind of
More
goo
like-
you're making.
But you got the fumes coming off of it, and they get into your mouth.
Some people like that.
Don't yuck. Caladril's yum. You
So
get
I'm
another.
gonna turn over, sort of in her arms, so facing one another.
Mhm.
And despite the fact that I probably have some interesting dental work on display, I will continue to speak to her and say, I'm sorry if you were or are startled. This is a side of me that no one but Turkar has ever seen before.
It was just unexpected. I know you're not undead. It would have been
I've
obvious.
been out in the sunlight. That's not a problem.
I didn't expect it.
Well, it's off-putting to some people, and so I tend to keep it a secret. But also, it does net me some advantages that it behooves me to, not publicize it.
Well, if it's responsible for that vigor, then I have to be pretty grateful, I would think.
No, that's not where the vigor comes from. And I will see if she's ready for round 2.
With you growling, I think it works.
All right.
Back at it. They've been gone a long time. Like Shalelu wasn't struck with a case of the vapors.
You know, guys, like, I bet they're just having like girl time right now. You know, I really didn't mean to say something like, Caladriel, you have what's her name? Takar,
Run away.
you've met people. I've been.
You had that drow lady.
We've just been really bad wingmen for Reyna. We really could find her somebody.
I think that's taken care of.
Caladriel, you just lying your face down on a deck is not taking care of anything.
Hey, you didn't put your ear on the deck. You don't know what I know.
Did the ship whisper little things, sweet secrets to you?
It wasn't the ship doing it.
Oh, don't tell me it's mermaids.
No, I don't think they have fins.
Harvey.
Where'd your car go?
Just wait. Just wait for Reyna to come back up
Your
here.
car's just gone for some reason. You just turn to talk to him and he's not there.
Or you were already talking to him and he just walks away.
If there was shrubbery, he would have melted into it.
Sorry, I had muted myself and I forgot about it. I had walked away during the last part of the conversation that I didn't like when you guys were talking about doing random substances.
The pipettes?
Yeah, I was meandering away.
You just got to suck on it. It's not bad.
No, let's not recap.
I don't know. I think we should go over it more thoroughly.
I was trying to do a sense motive to see if she thought it was sexy in any way, but I don't think I can tell, so I'll probably still play it safe.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little difficult. It's hard to tell. I mean, you were sort of running more of this encounter than the last one. It's hard to tell if she's more into it with you in more control.
Jerome flags down a ship hand. How much longer are we?
There are 3 more days, sir. Just like last time you asked me 3 hours ago.
Is there any way to speed this up?
God, I wish there was. And he just wanders away.
You can't get decent help these days.
Everyone is just arbitrarily walking away from you now.
Caladrel just says, well, all right, goes over the rail.
My plan
I'm gonna be face down in the ocean for a while, guys.
my plan has worked.
Ah, sweet solitude. The captain comes up to you, Caladrel, and Jerome. So, really, all the way to Turtleback Ferry, then I can't convince you to stop a little short. You see, I'm going to be delivering in a village just upstream of there, and I thought, maybe I could turn around,
Were you paid to Turtleback Ferry?
Well, yeah.
Then you go to Turtleback Ferry.
Yeah, as fair.
Caladrel stares.
It's just, if you wanted to get off my boat sooner.
Caladrel stares harder. Eyes popping out a little bit.
I got a question, but I need to roll. Knowledge like geography, kind of things like that, to like know if where he's talking about, it would be faster to go by horse and carriage, horse and wagon. Is that knowledge local?
To like what? To the
Where he's talking about, would it be faster to go up the river or by land? And what knowledge would I know?
the village he's talking about getting to?
Yeah, I'm assuming geography.
Yeah. Sure. It's a river.
Which is faster to go by, like the river, or to get off where he's talking about and then go by be carted by horse?
It'd still be faster to go by river.
Yeah.
There's some marshy areas. Like the road is a pretty decent road, but there are some marshy areas that, it's just not the best traveling.
Captain, I appreciate your concern, but time is of the essence, and going by foot would slow us down immensely. So I really appreciate your bravery and the bravery of everyone on board.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hauling grain is tougher than most people think. Are you sure? Like the rest of your party? Where is the rest of your party, by the way?
Resting for the battles ahead.
Right. Okay. Well, if
Victory is upon us. Celebrate tonight. Tonight we celebrate. Tomorrow we have victory. Wait, when are we getting there?
3 days from now.
3 nights we party, and then on the third we have victory.
Right. Well, make sure that you party in the designated passenger areas. And if you see the other members of your party, which I'm a little concerned I don't see, because nothing below deck was a designated passenger area, that you pass along my offer to stop at this lovely town, which I can't help but recommend enough for its wonderful restaurants and local culture. Okay.
You know, we saved the crew from the stupid mosquitoes. I really feel like this douchebag should be somewhat more grateful.
Yeah, but then, like, some of you have been real
He
weird.
doesn't even know that we're, performing cunnilingus on his grain, so I don't want to hear
Sometimes
his complaints.
it's a part of a complete breakfast. Sometimes, depending on how wild you get with the licking.
Concern.
General Mills.
I turned to Keller. And go, something's not quite right about that, man.
It's not you guys in the hold. It's Caladrel. It's 100% Caladrel.
What did I do?
He's just been laying on his face for
Yeah.
a day and a half. Why is that
I
such a
am
problem?
standing up. I am perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with me.
Now,
Caladrel,
Also-
you have
But
you
you
gotta
were
you got a few
staring at the guy.
Caladrel, you got a few splinters in your face.
No, no.
Jerome's Are We There Yet? Also, like,
So it's not 100% me. Thank you.
Never asked.
yeah,
the,
it's 100%
never asked
you
the
and
captain.
100% Jerome.
God damn it.
You there, for the love of your
Why?
God! Where the hell are we?
We are on a barge, sir. Just keeps walking.
This is awesome because for once, Turkar isn't the problem.
Right?
He's doing a little dance in the back.
The guy whose job it is to be, on watch up in the crow's nest, tripping over bits of your nest. What the heck is this?
Jerome also yells back at Jakar. Jakar, that is not a designated dancing zone. Haven't you heard?
Only in the designated dancing area are you designated to dance.
I completely ignore you. I am a dancing queen.
The red area is for dancing.
You don't know what you're talking about. The white area is for dancing. The red area is never been for dancing.
Never. One of the mates comes by and looks at one of the open hatches to the hold. Like, what's this doing open? Closes it. It gets dark.
Does he latch it? Do I notice if he's latched it?
Yes.
Yes.
Closed and latched.
But
Wait, what happened?
Jerome also knows that they went down below deck.
Yeah.
Jerome goes over and unlatches it. He doesn't open it, but he unlatches it.
The hatch above you is closed, latched, and then unlatched, but not opened.
I look at Shalay. Have we finished? Like, are we done?
If you have to
For the
ask,
round two.
sweetheart, then
What was it good for you?
This is not Raina asking. This is me asking.
Jerome reiterates.
Based on
if
the
you have to
timeline,
ask,
I don't
sweetheart.
know how much time has elapsed.
Yeah. No, it's been a little while.
Okay, like if I catch being
Yeah, make me a will save,
closed
by
and
the way,
latched.
Raina.
What am I doing?
Will save.
A will save. That I think is a button. Boom.
Reasonable. Both of your hearts are beating pretty significantly at this point. A vein in the side of her neck visibly pulses. You're okay with it.
Very pale.
Yeah, but you do notice the hatch thing.
Okay.
That was previous when there was light. Now there's not. You're okay though.
It got super dark, but I've got dark vision, so I'm
That's
fine.
super monochromatic.
Yep.
Maybe we made too much noise.
That is very possible. I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to be down here. But I mean, I don't think they'd throw us overboard in the middle of the river.
Possibly not. Oh well, Fort Rannoch it is. Shakes her head a little bit.
Is that you don't seem particularly thrilled at the prospect of arriving at our destination?
It's not really pleasure. I don't know. I shouldn't be. It's not important.
Be if it's got you so vexed. I don't claim that I have any right to know what's bothering you, but I don't like the idea that something is upsetting you.
Well, I suppose if I know a secret, sort of laughs a little bit, gets quiet again.
Crickets. Crickets.
Hello?
Is she like looking down and away from me?
Happened?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, I'm
She's
gonna
Toying
reach
with
out
some of the grain.
and sort of tilt her head back up so that she's kind of looking at me. And I will say, you can trust me if you want to. I'm not going to force you, even though you do have knowledge that I had intended to keep secret. But I don't want to pressure you into telling me things, but you almost seem like you kind of want to get it off your chest.
Well, you know that I was looking for someone at the
Yes.
fort.
Confess that I had been a little concerned that it might be a lover or a mate.
Well,
A definite stab of jealousy.
lover, yes. Not mine.
Oh.
There's a ranger at the fort. He was one of my mother's lovers. Impulsive, exuberant.
Vigorous.
A father figure.
And when she was killed by that dragon, he abandoned us. He just left.
It was by us.
The family. It just. My mother died, and he was gone immediately. And I was alone. She grabs like a fistful of grain and just sort of crushes it. And I want to know why. my mother thought the world of him, and if he was just taking advantage of her, then we are going to have words. I find out that he is stationed at Fort Rannoch after all of this time, and I am going to ask him. And if the answers I get are not satisfactory, well, I don't want anyone else mixed up in it. All right? It's...
I understand. But if you need help of any sort, you have only but to ask. I have my fair share of, let's say, complicated family history.
Well, you've helped quite a lot. I put it that way.
Will caress the side of her face.
His name is Jakardros. Just
That's a mouthful.
if you hear about him, I mean, we're going to be there pretty much at the same time. But if you hear about him, just let me know if I don't know already. But
Certainly.
I don't... If I have to even the score, I don't want you dragged into it. Like, it's going to be on me, and it's fine. I spend my time in the woods. It's, I don't want it weighing down on anybody else.
That's incredibly sweet of you. May I make a suggestion? I have the ability to make myself all but unseen. I'm a very, shall we say, sneaky, quiet sort of person.
You certainly had clever hands.
Well, I've practiced lockpicking and a few other sort of unsavory pastimes, but I will confess that this is the first time uh, putting my hands to such use. Although I hope it shan't be the last. Anyway, I could potentially sort of, I don't want to say spy on this guy, but spy on him to see what manner of man he, in case he, upon, having the conversation with you, tells you what he feels like you want to hear, even if it isn't the truth. Bearing in mind, however, that we do have our own mission that we have been commissioned to perform here, but I would be, if able, happy to do this for you to help you out.
Well, that sounds like actually a pretty good idea. But we're going to have to obviously arrive in the appearance of total unrelatedness.
Apartness. Total unit anonymity.
Total unit. I mean, obviously you're not with me, and we have different goals when we arrive. So we'll have to split up in probably Turtleback Ferry.
Not that I want to. Well, I certainly don't want to do that, but I don't mean to put you off your goal, but there may be more going on at Fort Rannoch than meets the eye. we're going there because they've gone like completely off the radar as far as they have not been sending reports. Nobody has heard anything from them in what is it, like a fortnight, I think.
It was yeah,
So
longer than
we're going to find out if
well, rangers
yeah.
can be like that.
We're going to but it's seems uncommon, excuse me, unusual for the fort to not have any sort of correspondence
I have to say,
outgoing.
I'm not going to call you in the morning. um, well, that's somewhat worrying.
Yeah,
On a general,
I just don't want you to, walk into the situation thinking that you're going to have a one-on-one with this guy and there's a bunch of like or undead what do you call those? Uh for frick's sake, ghasts? Yes, ghouls. Ghouls is the word. Sorry, that's me being not with it, not Raina. I'm sure she was fine.
well, I appreciate the
um
warning. Yeah, there's got to be some way that we can appear separate while being within support range of each other. For this,
knowing the layout of the fort at this time, I can't really speculate, but I feel like something will present itself when we arrive.
yeah, well, we have some time. Should we perhaps make an appearance?
Droom opens up the door just a crack. Hey, are y'all feeling a little better? You're looking kind of flushed earlier.
Yes, Jerome, thank you so much for your concern. It's just, the sun trying to get into me, and Shalelu was good enough to make sure that I had fully recovered. Apparently, is a real concern out at sea to be found, and I'm babbling, aren't I?
Yes.
Jerome opens up the door a little bit more. He's like, "Really, you're still looking a bit flush. Are you sure you're better?"
Yes.
Well, now
Jerome,
it's
is
just
it?
that it's so stuffy down here.
Jerome, is it?
At your service.
Yes, I think we have it licked.
I look down and away sharply to keep noticing that I am now laughing my head off. Crap.
You definitely see a little eyes cast aside and a shimmy to the shoulders.
No. You two look like an absolute hot mess. I will let people know that you are still resting up and recovering and comforting each other, and we will see you back up in a few.
No, really, it's
I give
pretty
Shalelu,
grainy down there.
yeah. I give Shalelu a sort of chagrined look and say, no, it's just a little bit too stuffy that it is time that maybe we come back up. And I will stand and help her to her feet.
If that be the case,
Follow her toward the ladder.
I recommend a cool dip. It helps me in such moments.
Well, while that does sound delightful, I have no intention of jumping off the side of the boat. I will swipe some lingering grain off of Shalelu's butt.
Smack, smack. She gives you a look like Come on,
You had some barley there. Just trying to help.
right.
Raina, as it were, did you get to look at some of her hidden pockets? They're very they're quite fascinating.
They were actually.
As someone who's picked some pockets.
I chose this one very specifically.
So you are out on deck. It's getting a little dusky out here. Air has cooled off quite a bit. Caladril's standing, which is novel.
Is it?
Takar is like picking little bits.
Walking around like one of those Rory Calhouns?
Yeah, he's picking little bits out of the rail and throwing them overboard. Seems to be scraping bits of wood off with his talons.
Why do I apparently not have any skills that need like kind of profession?
Well, hi, Raina. Hi, Shalelu.
Hi, Caladril.
Caladril.
Nice to see you being vertical again.
Good to see you being vertical again. Wink. He actually says wink as he does it.
He was pipetting my
roll
mouth
to try
earlier.
to
Don't listen
not
to anything he has to say.
Blush.
Raina,
What do I roll to try to not blush?
will, I guess. Will save.
Will save.
It's moderately successful. They have grain in their hair. Caladril.
Yeah. I got it off her butt. That was my main concern.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like all around. Not that you were just laying down, but like in
Yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
and the sides and like
Roll in the hay.
Yeah.
Or barley, whatever.
Jerome is going to try to take another crack at making one of those very fascinating hidden pockets.
You guys look a little flush. You all right? You need some water?
Actually, I do feel a bit dehydrated.
Really? You
I
didn't?
assume there's some sort of like water barrel with a ladle or something in it somewhere here on deck.
Yeah, it's near the middle mast there.
You weren't just
Alright,
drinking
so-
deeply a few moments ago?
Nope. Just
Huh.
you know, it's pretty hot and dry down there. A lot of grain dust.
Oh, I doubt it's dry
So-
anymore.
So that was my role for my profession of seamstering.
You create a pocket in the fabric of space.
Shit.
Raina,
Damn it,
quick!
Jerome, are you breaking reality again?
Raina, quick! Take off your bodice. I just figured this out.
Do I still have like my regular like shirt sort of thing on underneath it, or am I literally just wearing that?
Well, I don't know. Like the shirt wouldn't let you do as much décolletage as you're wont to do.
That's what the kids
That's
are calling
true.
it now.
Jerome, hold that thought for just a second. I will
Why
run
might
to
lose
my
it?
pack and grab.
It's
You
very
lost it.
I'm gonna run to my stuff and very, very quickly throw on, a Aussie shirt before I button it up. I will undo the lacing on the bustier and take it off and chuck it at Jerome and then button everything back up.
Jerome says there is no time. He takes his robes completely off, throws them over the top of of Reyna.
Shalelu is over there holding her cloak up between you and the lads and the crew. Like, please.
Please what? What did she say, please?
Like, to everyone, like, look away. Come on. I'm trying to help.
I very much appreciate the thought. I think I'm fairly well decent again at this point.
Yeah, and then over top of that held up cloak, a robe crumples down on top of you. Like it was arced over and tossed on your head.
Great. Thanks for that. Appreciate you, Jerome.
Oh, dear God. And Shalilu is still sort of looking in your direction and holding the thing up, not back at them. Does that mean, is he now?
I need silence.
I'm pretty sure he's naked. So let's just go look at the water, maybe.
Fair enough.
Anyways, I am hard at work.
Everybody else.
I am hard at work making two hidden pockets with my newfound knowledge.
Yeah, you make another one. It's not as good. Like, it's pretty good. You can see it. Like, if you dropped this one, you could probably find it again.
Well, it'll have to do. Here, Reyna. And then I proceed to make two more on my own robes. Fuck! I had it. I had it. It was right there.
It's a fair approximation of a decently constructed ticket pocket. Like if you were just in the left breast, you know, if you were going to the opera.
It'll have to do.
I mean, it's tucked well.
So anyways, the 17 was on Reyna's bodice. If she cares to have a concealing compartment, and then the 15 was for mine, and it'll be quite obvious.
Yeah, it's more of a regular pocket, but you do have that one that is like, you know, really good. You mastered that one time.
I was attributing to that to like just the gaining of the knowledge.
Oh, just the epiphany.
Yes.
Yeah. You saw into the fabric of the fabric for a brief glimmer.
I'm going to
Caladrell, he's full nude in front of you.
in my secret
Who is?
pocket.
Jerome is full nude.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It happens, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I've traveled with them enough. I've seen it.
Several of the crew have
I'm not impressed.
gone by with their hands up to the side of their heads. They seem to be congregating around the captain at the other end of the ship. They seem to be having a discussion. There's some over-the-shoulder pointing.
Okay.
Yeah, back your general way.
Yeah, let them. They're jealous.
Caladrell, I get the sense that something's not quite right.
We're probably
I'm leaning against the railing while I say this to him.
I'm sure it's a mutiny.
It's not that. I feel like we're just running into a trap.
What trap? Who would trap us?
Excuse me.
Yes?
Yeah.
You could, oh God. I'm just gonna face this way. Could you put on something
What are you, shy suddenly?
at the request of the crew?
Oh! Where are my manners? Where are my manners? Caladriel, please put something over your face.
Wait, what?
You have made this a
You
hostile
son of a
working
bitch.
environment.
Yeah, he does that a lot.
I pick my robes back up off the ground.
Whoa, buffalo shot. All right.
Look at my face. Look over your face, son of a bitch.
Trakar, like, Jerome is now nude and around Reyna and Shalelu and everybody.
I am not mad. I am against the railing.
Also, excuse me, against the railing because we're trying to look out over the water to avoid any chance of looking at your nakedness.
What? Everyone's in town seen it. I don't see what the big deal is.
At this point, I've probably seen it more than once, but that doesn't mean that I will eat.
During the captain's talk, Shalelu grabs the robe off the deck, walks stiffly over to you, and just holds it straight out.
Oh, I had already picked it up when people were talking to me.
All right.
I don't see what the big deal is. It's only the humanoid form.
I walk over and I tell him,
I'm putting on my robes as he's saying whatever he's saying.
Are you putting in your wizard hat too?
I'm not a fucking wizard.
please stay.
Do I look like I have my nose in a book?
Please keep the clothes on. I don't think these people like you.
They're going to be even less happy when they find out all their barley's probably ruined.
A random seaman walks by and goes, "Here, here."
See, this man gets me.
But no one gets you.
He's saying here in reference to.
My statement.
Yeah.
What did you say again?
That no one likes him.
Gotcha.
It was,
So,
yeah.
at this point, I'm sort of quietly talking to Shalelu about the fact that it may be easier to, avoid looking like we were together because it's very possible that my group is about to get kicked off of this ferry because Jerome can't keep his damn clothes on. Going up a good, half a day at least later than she would.
That is a fair point. Then I'm going to wind up doing your mission.
Not the best outlook, and I certainly don't want you going in there completely by yourself. We've had to face some ghouls and things in the past, and they're not pleasant creatures. You have to make especially certain that they don't scratch you or bite you, because you can get very serious illness from them.
Things tend not to get too close to me. She taps her quiver.
I guess I'm pleased to have been let past the barrier.
It certainly was nice to see you recovered.
Is it really let past the barrier if she molested you past the barrier?
She was certainly the aggressor, but that was just because
She's a top.
didn't know what I was doing.
I must say, Randy, you're looking far less pale than I've ever seen you before.
All this sun.
Yeah, Trakar, Jerome, and Caladriel, please make me perception checks. Specifically Jerome, I guess.
So, I've been talking with Shalelu since we came back up on deck. I'm sure at some point I noticed that her hair is full of grain
Yeah.
She and I address that issue before somebody besides Caladrell notices.
Yeah. Yeah, you're dusting it off over the side there. The three of you, she looks recovered. She hasn't dropped anything the whole time she's been up here.
Good news.
A full recovery.
R&R does well.
Shillelagh, you are an expert healer. The best I've ever seen. Reyna is looking, more radiant than I've ever seen her before.
I have heard I'm pretty good.
You have magical hands.
Again,
And I
you'll
should
get no
know.
argument from me. At that, I shoot him a dirty look.
Yikes. You're stepping off my woman. The captain comes up to the both of you on the rail and says, so maybe I wasn't entirely clear. Designated passenger areas do not include the cargo hold. I noticed that you've got grain in your hair.
I got the grain out of my hair. That was what I was saying, that she and I had been getting it out of there.
Right, but at the time
whole
that
time.
it wasn't out while you were getting it out, you were definitely shaking your hair over the rail of the barge into the water in a observable fashion.
All right, here we go with this. Well, it's such a problem if someone hadn't left the hatch open. I tripped and fell in, and Shillelagh here was nice enough to come in and check and see if I was all right.
Yes.
I'm going to roll you a bluff check.
Okay. Left the hatch open.
I swear that's how the grain got pregnant.
Reyna, are you okay? I saw you take a spill earlier.
How my bluff check turns out.
We got a pretty decent assistance from Jerome there, so just waiting on the primary.
Are you
Just
getting
waiting on
that?
the system.
Some of these triples are pregnant.
Oh, are we bluffing?
Oh,
I'm bluffing.
Well-
Jerome is helping.
I'm sorry to hear that. I will have to have a word with Phil.
It's the same one that's been eyeing my
Ah.
horse.
Phil.
No, we've talked to him about the livestock.
I don't help at all. They were fucking.
That's not how you lie badly. Yeah, I'm sure they were, buddy.
That was, he's talking about Phil. It's really inappropriate
I tell the captain.
before Jerome stopped him.
I tell the captain, he's been pipetting my mouth.
Yeah, he kind of looks like the type.
Wait, what does that mean? You don't even know what that means. You don't get to take my words.
Okay, what if I
Racist.
refund? What if I refund the portion of your fare that would carry you from this perfectly wonderful village that I mentioned before to Turtleback Ferry? I refund that.
I have no idea what he's talking about because I wasn't there for the first part of the conversation.
Captain,
And-
let me stop you there. We get to this town. Hear me out. We get to this town.
Right. Great
You
town.
offer to your men.
One of the best towns.
You offer to your men
Everyone says so.
an opportunity for a vacation time. Time to spend off board. You offer to anyone who's willing to stay on board 2 times their normal hourly.
I'm not paying that.
You offer them 2 times their normal hourly.
Well, I'm not
And-
going to pay them twice. I mean, we were already set for this journey. I'm not going to pay them more than I already agreed. I'm not going to lose any crew. That doesn't make any sense.
No, you offer the people that are not willing to go the whole way that they can dilly-dally all they want. You offer the people that are willing to stay twice their hourly. You take us all the way, and you don't mention this again.
And we don't mention that you screwed up the deal
Screwed up what deal?
to take us where we wanted to go.
I'll refund that amount, and I'll pay you to get off of my ship.
I grabbed the guy.
Oh God!
Oh yeah, well, you couldn't pay us to get off this ship.
I had this all under control.
Well, now the situation is not under control,
Oh, thank-
but it is under
um,
Drakar's grabbingness.
I grab the guy and I shake him vigorously and explain to him that
Jakar, I don't think
we
that
have
this is a
paid.
helpful situation.
You take us to the place. Deal done.
The Strick is quite adamant when he has his mind set to something. I would suggest you take my offer.
Fine, it was just a suggestion. We were altering the possible options. It was just a choice that you could make a little extra money. But that's fine.
Shake, shake, turtleback ferry. Shake, shake.
Go to town. Yeah, if we could, just let me go, then yes,
Fine. I release him.
please. Clothing.
Yeah, I've been like sort of trying to prod Jakar, the guy.
Clothing.
Is there
Passenger
an
designated areas.
I will make sure that the Strick remains fully clothed.
I laugh hysterically.
A limited amount of pipetting. Consent is important there. That's about all I can say about that.
And there'll be no docking.
Until Turtleback Ferry. I understand. It's fine.
All right.
Good.
I'm trying something. I'm
leaves.
just waiting for the roll to come through. No. Trying to say a thing.
There was a group of crew waiting for him to return
Never
from whence he originally came to come over and talk to you guys. They all look hopeful. And
even though they saw him being shaken by this.
they're trying to put a brave face on it. But as he approaches, you can only see the back of his head as he walks away, but you can see all of their faces fall in sort of unison as apparently they have received some message.
I single out Phil and wink at him.
Caladriel shouts
I'm
after,
going
I have you know I
to,
haven't even touched a pipette since we set sail.
I look at you very disgustedly.
Phil immediately pretends to be
They're all making a big deal out of it.
tightening some belaying pin or other.
I turned to Caladriel. Wait, why haven't you been touching a pipette? You've been supposed to be making all your palms this entire time. What the fuck do you do?
I've been laying on the deck, you shit.
That was super important. Oh my gosh. Everybody,
It
bring it
was.
in. We need to have a talk before things happen.
I'm going to let you handle this.
Sometimes it's rough having traveling companions. Look, guys, we're going to get to Turtleback Ferry, and we're not going to have a way back because you guys, I'm looking very specifically at Jerome when I say this, have not really done much to ingratiate us with the crew of this vessel. So, like, I understand we're going to have some work to do once we get to the fort, but, like, can we maybe just keep everything on the DL for the next 3 days?
No.
Behave yourselves, which means keeping all of your clothes on, staring at Jerome, not manhandling the captain or any member of the crew, staring at Trakar.
No.
Not being an obstruction on the deck, staring at Caladrel.
Not
Also,
going
no.
into undesignated parts of the ship.
Not
Staring
fucking
at
on the
Serena.
barley.
I
Ooh, snap.
look.
All
at,
of us eyeball you.
I look at Jeroom and say, "That was your idea to begin with, but also I tripped. Remember?"
Yeah, over and over, I bet.
You know,
That you did.
And I,
Face first into a pile of. Anyways, when we get there, we're going to have to. We are going to have to.
Teacher room, I told you should have put your ear on the deck.
We are going to have to fight our way through. We are going to have to have our strength prepared, and we are going to have to get there all in one piece.
Yeah, so I don't know why you're even concerned about getting back to that shitty town of Magnamar when, in all reality, we may not even live that long. So let's worry about getting back to Magnamar if we live that long.
And frankly, from the very beginning, I've had no illusion that this captain is willing to stick by us once we've gotten off his boat.
Well, you're not helping that a lot.
how try to keep them. There are more of them than there are of us. Maybe let's try to keep them from trying to throw us overboard before we get to Turtleback Ferry.
Should I throw some of them overboard first?
Nope,
No,
not what I meant.
Just
Why
to
would
set
you do
the
that?
tone.
Let the mosquitoes get to them first.
Didn't know if it was a first strike scenario.
Nope, not at this time.
If Phil is walking by you, going about some business or other, when you say that, Drakkar, he noticeably skates like sidewards to get further away from the party.
I eyeball him.
I vigorously waved, "Hi, Phil! Hi!"
He's almost not on the ship anymore. He's so far to the other side of the ship. He's on like some of the shrouds, but he's not going up to the yardarm at all. He's just using them to walk down the ship. It's really inefficient.
But he is also very uncomfortable.
Yeah, super uncomfortable.
All right.
Well, it is pretty much like nighttime for the day. If you could roll me some d6s, and if anybody, are you sleeping?
The room is definitely sleeping.
Yep.
Yes.
In the passenger designated area.
I mean,
I believe that I
assume wherever I sleep
part of
is
a watch
passenger
last night,
designated.
did I not?
I designate it. I am a passenger.
I'm a passenger, and this is where I designate that I sleep. So,
the area around me is therefore designated by my presence.
like, I don't understand.
Duh. Shalelu sort of props herself up against the base of a mast and does that weird elvish meditation thing that isn't really sleep. You know how they do.
Yup.
Parts of it seem to involve a mouth harp. It's weird.
I lean over in it. He's really weird.
E? Caladrel, you gonna roll that d6?
No. No, I'm not. I'm just not. You see,
Yeah.
This is what you did. This is
Yeah.
on you.
Good
This is
plan.
on you.
Totally endorsed your plan of not rolling it. I was just asking for clarification.
And this is the point that we throw Caladrel over the ship.
Bye.
Lucky.
Wait, what?
It's not.
This is your fault.
Yonda Bakari. What the hell?
That's the river.
Oh, okay.
The Yonda-Bakari River.
Why are there hydras? Didn't we already kill
There
hydras?
aren't. See, it says 0.
I can
0
accept that.
hydras.
No, that's because there's not a roll in there.
Because there's 0 hydras.
Ooh,
4. Yay.
That
I
seems-
mean,
seems bad.
yeah, we're all gonna die.
Well,
So I was trying to say that yes, I am keeping watch for the first part of the night, but then I got distracted trying to get my roller to work and never got to finish. But there you go.
Actually, no, I can't do it that way because only Caladril failed.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
No, I think we all agreed that this was Raina's fault.
nope, solely yours.
Okay, then only Reyna failed.
No, I didn't want to roll.
Nobody ever. Excuse me. Raina rolled a 3.
Yeah, but you wanted me to roll, so I rolled.
She just wanted you to do the DM ask.
Well, then it's Jeff's fault. You're that guy. And snakes. Jesus Christ.
No, do not screw snakes.
I mean, if you pull out the fangs first, it's just fine. It's like a. All right, I'm going to stop there
Yeah, please.
before I get way too far into details.
Demonetized.
And also, that's what Shalelu said.
Is it? Wait,
That makes no sense.
wait. Does Raina?
Well-
Do you? Are there
No.
teeth, Raina?
No, do not explain. Do not explain. do not explain. For the dear
No.
love of everything that's sacred, do not explain.
Jerome, shut up. Raina, explain.
All of you guys rolled perception. None of you noticed any teeth.
I mean, she wasn't exactly showing it off.
Exactly. Well, it's gone now, Jerome.
Oh wait, I'm not.
So is this like supposed to be like the equivalent of like a teeth chubby? Like I don't.
She can't be on an 11 all the time.
Ah,
No, she said she had never experienced it during.
coitus.
Yeah, in that way, but she's undergoing some changes. Okay, so yeah, that's not great for you. Better than it would have been. On table for you guys, only failing once. Sure, we'll use these. All right, make me perception checks, everybody. And then go ahead and roll some initiative.
Keep in mind that it's going on 1 a.m. I'm gonna have to go.
Right, okay, well, we can resolve the perception here and then wrap it for later.
Shit.
Wow.
Shiza.
Come on.
Just waiting.
Well, definitely, Caladrel, you are roused from your meditation by the sudden hissing near your sleeping area.
Wait. Oh, what? When was I meditating?
Because it was nighttime and you said you were going to sleep,
I did.
didn't you?
No,
You didn't say you were staying awake.
I didn't say that. That's correct. I also didn't say I was sleeping.
Well, everyone sleeps unless they say they're awake. That's
All right.
true every hour of every day. You don't explicitly state consciousness. I'm assuming you're unconscious.
I'm asleep right now. I was
I
asleep
am-
an hour ago.
I am woke
Hey,
AF.
there's my stuff.
Raina,
I know every go first.
yeah,
Not quite first.
you definitely
I go
hear
second.
some slithering and some hissing. As some,
Man, I don't think it's even possible to hear slithering. That's really damn impressive.
it
Uh,
sounds like
I-
sandpaper.
sort of
Ra-
sound the alarm, I guess, and wake everybody up.
Raina, you hear Andrea talking. You
That's
broke the fourth wall.
really impressive.
Yeah.
I'm so
It's
nasally though.
not- You hear a voice in your head saying what you're going to do, and it's not your own.
I never gave Raina an accent, so it is my own.
Okay. Why don't I have? We'll just do it there. Add term. Perfect.
Are we startled awake?
Yeah, you are startled. Raina is the most startled. She wakes up the soonest.
I said that I was staying awake.
Oh, well then
to
you
be
super
on
hear it.
watch. So
Chakar, you notice some sounds as you are roused, and also Caladril does. Jerome, you don't hear the foe, but I'm assuming that you may hear Raina if she chooses to say anything.
You pockets.
I did say several times that I sound the alarm as soon as I hear things happening and wake everybody up.
All right.
Why do they keep getting not their turn?
Snakes. Well, they weren't put in the right spot.
I
Okay.
don't see why I should.
So
remember
now
that.
there are snakes. And we will pick up this slithery encounter next session. Thank
Why
you,
did it
ladies
have
and
to
gentlemen.
be snakes?
Snakes.
Why is it always snakes?
Snakes on this motherfucking barge.
God damn it.
I
What
know.
world did they even get on the ship?
No one knows.
Seriously, how the hell did they get on the ship?
Well, they do pull over for the night, so
Do
Maybe.
they? This
Yeah,
is the first I'm hearing of this, but
yeah,
I'm
well,
still
they
pretty
did it last time too.
sure that they don't beat
They slithered right up the ropes.
bastard.
What a bunch of jerks.